Hey guys, welcome back. This is the 11th video of our bootcamp series. In the last video, we discussed about arrays in Ruby. In this video, we will walk through the array methods. There are a lot of useful methods for arrays provided by Ruby which help in writing faster programs and code blocks or methods. For example, let's consider benefits of array methods. If you are asked to sort an array, then you don't have to write logic from scratch to sort that array. You can simply use sort method. Okay, the Ruby array provides sort method to sort an array. Okay, and just like that, if you want to uh, find an element, or if you are searching for an element, that whether that element is exist in the array or not, then you can simply use include method, and it will return you either true or false, or you can say that whether that element is exist in the array or not. So let's try that with some example. Let's create an array. Here you can say like 10 comma. So this is the array of 10 elements. Now you can see that this array is in descending order right now, because elements are from like 10 9 8 7, then in decreasing order. Now we need to sort this array. Then there will be two possibilities, that either you will write a script to sort this array, or you can simply use the sort method to sort that array. But we are not going to write this script for sorting this array. We will only use the sort method, array dot sort. So you can see that this array has been sorted now. Similarly, let's say we want to check that whether 5 is in this array or not, then we can simply use array dot includes. Right, yes, true. Now check for 50, then 50 is not here, so it has returned false. And just like these examples, there are various methods for array provided by Ruby, which makes working with array very simple and faster. We can use any of the provided methods as per our need. By the way, I just want to clear one thing, that I recommend to use these default and inbuilt array methods to use the Ruby magic, but I would also recommend you to be skilled enough logically so that you can implement these inbuilt methods from scratch as well. Okay, now let's check how many methods are provided by the array class. Okay, you can see at my screen. Just need to instantiate an array instance, and then you can invoke array dot methods, and you will see this kind of resulting array. And there you can see these are all the methods which you can invoke on an array element. Let's try on IRB. Here we already have an array element. Now let's try array dot methods. You can see these are all the methods which are provided by array, and you can invoke these methods on the array. Some of these methods require arguments, some of these method does not require arguments. For example, if you have seen here that the sort method is simply invoked on the array and does not require any argument, but the includes method requires an argument. Okay, so there are so many methods. And now if you want to check that how many methods are here, then you can simply use array.methods.count, and you can see that total of 191 methods are here. And it depends upon the Ruby versions as well, because for example, if you will check it in the Ruby 2.5.x, then you might see 181 or 185 or 187. I'm not sure, but it is less than 191, and maybe probably it is 187 methods total available in the Ruby 2.5 and 2.6 as well. And in the higher version like 2.7, sorry, 3.0, you might see more than 191 methods. So it depends upon the Ruby versions, and as the version changes, the number of methods might differ. But these are the methods which you can find probably in all the Ruby versions, like there are some methods. Okay, so now let's try to check some basic methods that we commonly use while practicing the array or while working with the array. So let's try to check what we're gonna check here. We will check these 11 methods here, that sort, reverse, include, push, pop, shift, unshift, flatten, compact, product, and length. And few of these we have already practiced, like sort and include we just practiced now. Let's practice them again. Here is the array. So you can see the array is in decreasing order now. You can call sort on it. The sort method will sort the array in ascending order. Okay. Now the reverse method will reverse the array, or will reverse the order of the elements into the array. Okay, and return the, but it does not change the original array. Now you can see that array dot reverse. Okay, you can try with another array as well, because the sort and reverse both are giving the same output, because the array was in decreasing order already. So you can check it like we can now call a dot reverse. Okay, so you will see 3 2 1 and Ravi. Now includes we have already checked, but still let's try with some another example here. That include is the method which requires an argument to return the output, but it returns the boolean object, because it based on the comparison whether that element is found in that array or not. It traverses through the whole array, but still it depends on whether the element is in array or not. So let's try with that. You can include here, use that like use like that, array dot include, question mark must be there. If you try for 6, then it will return false. Why? Because 6 is not in the array A. Okay, but if you search for 3, you will find it true. Okay, so the include methods will check that whether the element exists in the array or not. Push and pop, we have already seen that method. The push method is used for inserting an element at the last of the array, and pop is the method that can be used for removing an element from last of the array or from the end of the array. And just like shift is for removing an element from array, but it removes the element from the top of the array, or sorry, initial of the array or beginning of the array. Okay, and unshift is used for inserting an element into array but at the beginning of the array. So whenever you insert an element using unshift method, then that element will be found at 0th index of the array. Now similarly, there is another method that we can use, that is flatten. Flatten will flat all the elements inside the array, because sometimes it might be possible that an array can contains array as another element. Let me show you an example. Like you can see that. Okay, so now you can see that this array has total of 4 elements, 1 2 3, and an array of 1 2 3. Okay, now if I invoke flatten method on this array, then it will give me 1 2 3 comma 1 2 3. It will flatten the array. I mean, the fourth element will be flattened here. Let's try. Okay, so now you can see that this array has now 6 elements. Similarly, you can have another level of flatten as well. Now let's add another. Okay, now you can see that this array still has 4 elements. Okay, 1 2 3 and an array at the as a fourth item, but the fourth item itself has four element, that 1 2 3 as element and 6 7 as array element. Okay, so now if you call array dot flatten, then you will see that entire array has been flattened. So it will de-array the array elements inside an array. Okay, and just flat the input values. So that's why we use the flatten. And this method you might use most of the times or many times when you work with rails or when you write complex logics or handling the server side responses and all that. Because I have used it so many times, and I believe that you will definitely use it when you practice hard and when you write some features or some code blocks that seems to be a complex logic or some great logic. You will definitely use that. And the another thing that we used already in the last lecture, that is compact. Compact is used for removing nil element from the array. For example, we can define an array like this. Sorry, there are some syntax error. Now you can see that this array has two nil elements, but I want to get rid of these nil elements, and I want to remove that. So rather than writing a script for that, I can simply use the compact method, and it will eliminate or it will delete all the nil elements. Or you can say that it will result an array that is without any nil element. So use like a dot compact, and you will see now the array has 1 2 3 4 and 456. Similarly, there is another method, that is product. What does the product method? That product method will convert each element of the array into another array. For example, you can see that this is the array. Now if you call array dot product, you will see 1 2 3, each, you can see that each element of this array has been converted to an array itself using the product method. Now, the length method returns the size of the array. You can see like, okay, you can call array dot count as well. You can call array dot size as well. So all these three, size, length, count, okay, are equal, are equivalent. But in Ruby, there is a difference between size, length, count, and size in Rails. But in Ruby, for array perspective, length, size, and count are the same methods. There are other Ruby methods as well that you can call them like uh, finding unique element from the array, minimum from the array, maximum from the array, and let's try with that. Okay, arr.min. It has returns me the error. Why? Because when you invoke min or max element into an array, then your array should not have any nil values. Okay, this is the great point to remember that. Let me repeat it again, that whenever you invoke min or max method on an array, then your array cannot have nil value. Okay, now let's try to compact this and then call min. You can see this is the minimum value 1, and this is the max value. Okay, now is the AR. You can call it AR.unique. Okay, now you can see that multiple appearance of Neil has been removed, and Neil is appearing in at the single time right now. Okay, so these are some basic methods, and there are so many methods, and you can use any of from these. Let me show you again that these are the methods that you can use. Okay, map, collect, select, reject, delete, and we have used couple of like delete and delete it and add method in the last lecture already. So I'm not going to repeat all of these methods. You can try uh, all these methods at your own, and let me know if there is any problem or whether you need help. I will definitely happy to help you. But for now I'm just moving forward and leaving you with this set of methods, and you can try and practice at your own end. Now the another important thing that is for a Ruby array methods, that is destructive and non-destructive methods. Okay, so we need to understand that what these destructive and non-destructive methods are. So destructive methods or operations will modify the original array they were called on. Okay, it means that suppose you are invoking a operation on an array or invoking a method on an array, then after performing that operation it will change the resulting array will be the original array. Okay, or you can say that your original array will be changed by the result you receive. On the other hand, non-destructive methods usually return a new array with the selected elements but leave the original array unchanged. Let me show you an example. Okay, let me remove Neil from here. Okay, let's try that. We have called compact method here. Okay, but this method is non-destructive here. Why? Because if you access your array now, you will still see Neil in this case. But if you call array as compact, then you will see still Neil is removed from here, but your array has been changed now. Okay, when you try to access the array, you will not see any Neil element here. Okay, now if you try to reverse this array, you will see that this array has been reversed. But if you when you access the array, you will still see the original array. But if you make it like array dot reverse not, then you will see the reversed array. And now if you try to access the original array, you will see the that original array has been changed. So this is what we can say that destructive and non-destructive array methods. Okay, there are so many methods, and we will be using them as moving forward. But for now, that's it from this video. You can practice other methods at your own end and let me know if you need any help through the comment section. Also, once you get familiar with the array methods, then try to practice them implement by scratch. Okay, I'm just saying it again and again that try to implement these array methods by scratch, because sometimes you might be in an interview and you say that I know about the Ruby functionality, Ruby arrays, and I can sort the Ruby array and I can remove the nil element from the array. Okay, but suppose your interview might ask you that just implement or write the script for compact method in array. Then in that case you must have enough logical ability to implement the array methods from scratch. So that's why I'm repeating it again and again that it's good to use these array methods, but it is good if it is also good on end. Okay, now as per all the lectures, it is the question time. These are the questions that how can you list all the array methods? Just instantiate an array and invoke dot methods on that. What do you mean by destructive and non-destructive array methods? I think you have idea now. If you missed it, you can watch the video again. Which array method is used for removing all the nil elements from the array? I think it's compact. Yeah, it's compact. What does the include array method? Okay, so include method just check that whether an element is exist in the array or not. Again, the next question: how to delete an element from an array at any given index? So you can simply use delete at. Okay, just pass the index number to the delete at, and then element from that index will be deleted. Which method is used to remove element from beginning of the array? And which method is used to insert element at the beginning of the array? Just don't try to be confused. Which method is used to remove element from beginning of the array, and which method is used to insert element at the beginning of the array? So the sixth one is shift, and for the seventh one it is unshift. So thanks for watching the video. Let's meet in the next lecture. Till then, tata, goodbye, take care, and stay safe.